According to information on the N.I.S's website and those circulated publicly, the scheme came into force in 1983 by the N.I.S. Law 14 of 1983. Much of its success has been attributed to the People's Revolutionary Government. However, not to Noel, who served as senator during the Eric Gary regime, says the N.I.S. was born out of his intervention as a result of a meeting he attended in 1978 in Antigua. Noel, in an exclusive interview with the GBN, called the recent history erroneous statements.
Before I left, I was told by Prime Minister Gary to bring back enough material which his government can use to introduce an N.I.S. for Grenada and at the same time take the place of and supersede the Provident Fund. Having returned, I was told that since I was the supervisor of cooperatives for Grenada, someone else would continue the process. That someone else is Ashton Frame. But before the next meeting was due from Mexico, the Gary government was treasonably overthrown. I suspect that the Bishop regime discovered the large stock of documents which I brought back from Antigua, which they used to implement the N.I.S. But the original thinking, the genesis, the idea of an N.I.S. for Grenada is the brainchild of Prime Minister Gary and his cabinet. And I was the pilot.
The former senator says he is not looking for personal praise, but simply to correct the wrong.
I was not ready. But I think now is the time when I should tell the truth about it.
What changes are you hoping to see?
The change I'm hoping to see is that the people who believed that the PRG initiated the idea will now understand that it is not so.
Is it a case where you're looking for personal accreditation for the process?
Absolutely not. Ever since I'm not one to look for personal praise. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons, I'm glad you asked, one of the reasons why it took so long, I don't like publicity.
Pundits say while they agree to some level with Noel's claims, it was the PRG that brought the idea to fruition, and so the credit must remain as is. Officials at the N.I.S., when contacted for comment on the issue, said during the period mentioned by Noel, up to the time of the scheme's establishment, all that existed was the Agricultural Workers' Provident Fund. Employers were required to contribute 15 cents to the fund on behalf of each worker for every day worked. Money generated through this fund was used to pay benefits to the persons who were covered, primarily agricultural workers. Eugenia Peters, GBN News.